Hello and welcome to ETL's Transformation Manager blog. Today we're going to be looking at variables and inbuilt functions. So let's get started. As we can see, going back to our project that we're using, on our last blog we looked at creating a relationship from the aeroplane flat file to the turbine blades file, and we called that one two turbine blades. So now when we were looking at that, what we said was there was some issues in terms of the data that we're relating on. So rather than do it directly on a column to column basis, we needed to pass in a parameter, because as we check the data, and we can check it again now just to make sure, we can see the plane code for the aeroplane is a 3-digit value, whereas in the turbine blades we can see that it's a 6-digit value and it's padded out with zeros. So in order to ensure that our relationship is going to work, as it can't be a direct column to column match, then we need to create a parameter that we can pass into that relationship that will allow us to have the same format as our turbine blade file. So to do that, what we'll do is we'll add a local variable. So if I type in local, use control space, I can see that I have an option to create a local variable there, and you can see the coding pattern put in. The variable I can create we'll call local underscore plain code, which will be of type string. Okay, so now we've got a variable. What we want to do is use that variable in some way. So what we can do is just use that and assign it to one of the inbuilt functions. So if I start it off, control space with a P, you can see it gives us all the inbuilt functions starting with P. And there we can see at the top that we have pad string, which is the one we're going to use today. Hit return puts that in for us. So what I want to do is I need to pass it some parameters. So we'll pass it the plain code that we're going to use and manipulate. So this was a 3-digit character that we saw in the aeroplane file. We need to pad it to a length of 6. The next parameter we'll pass in is true to indicate that we want to pad it to the left hand side, so preceding the values that we currently have, and we're just going to pad it out with zeros. So quite simply what we're going to do is this local plain code variable that we've now created will hold our plain code that will be padded out to the left hand side with zeros. And again, if we want to have a look at the information for pad string, we can have a look within the help, and here we can see some samples that we have for pad string available to us. We can also see categories of some of the other functions that we can use. So there we have the string functions. You can see we have XML, some for batching for databases, for Java. So we have a vast array of functions there available to the user for use within TM automatically. Okay, now we have the variable available. We're now at a point where we can start to think about the cascades and creating our relationship from turbine blades to engine. Please join us next time to follow the Cascade Transformation blog. Thank you for watching and goodbye.